Greetings, fellow guitarists. Okay, this is going to be the first in a short series of videos where I share just some exercises that I've found very useful, and I thought you might too. So, and this particular one is quite a tough right-hand workout. Just one thing though, you've got your guitar, your favourite guitar, all set up with nice, fresh, new strings that sound really vibrant. Now, if you've got another guitar that is perhaps a bit secondary, why not use that one for your scales and your exercises and your donkey work on new pieces? That way you can preserve the nice, fresh sounding strings on your favorite instrument for when you really want to play for playing's sake. So if you do have a secondary instrument, I would use that one. Okay. One other thing is that when I do my little exercise routines, very often I'll use a rag under the strings, very close to the bridge as such. That way the strings are muted, but the rag being close to the strings, I can still hear the pitches quite clearly, but I'm not going to be driven around the bend with the sound of repeated exercises. Now that rag under the strings is a pretty good solution for most of your workouts, but obviously there are some exercises where you do really need to hear the sound. For example, when you're balancing the dynamic level in a block chord and you're balancing each individual finger, you're going to need to hear the sounds. But for the majority of your workouts, the rag under the strings is quite a good solution. And also it has a psychological advantage that you can do all your workout, and then when you take the rag from under the strings, the guitar sounds amazing all of a sudden, because you've kind of acclimatized to that muted sound. Okay, so the exercises I'm going to present is one based on an exercise in Scott Tennant's Pumping Nylon. And if you know that book, you'll know which one I mean. It involves having the hand about midway on the fretboard. It can be anywhere, but I choose about midway. Fifth position is good. And it involves two of the fingers being planted on the middle two strings. Whether you can see that. They can be that way round or that way round. It really doesn't matter. I tend to have them that way round. Okay, just sitting a little bit further back so you can see my right hand as well. So the whole exercise starts with a thumb on string 5 and a group of 3 slurred notes on that string. Then we come up index middle on those 2 held notes, and the annular finger is going to play another group of 3 slurred notes on string 2. And then middle index coming back down through those held notes. So we have. And then we can reach a little bit further, right to string 6. And right to string 1. Now that's the easiest pair to do. Okay, we've done 1 and 2. Now we're going to move on to the next adjacent pair of fingers, 2 and 3, which this is going to be a lot tougher. Getting the third finger to move while other fingers are held down. That's particularly hard, particularly reaching right to string 1 there. So we've got finger 1 holding string 3 down, finger 4 holding string 4 down. And you can see the pattern. We can now move on to the last adjacent pair of fingers, fingers 4 and 3 3 and 4, shall we say. And then we can do alternate pairs. So we have 1 and 3. And finally, not quite finally, but the next alternate pair is 2 and 4. And the last pair of fingers are the extreme outer pairs, pair of fingers, so finger 1 and finger 4, of course. And I can assure you that if you do that exercise with a good number of repetitions on each one, your right hand is going to feel it. You want to be careful, of course, that you don't do your right hand any damage, but it's a good, tough workout, and I hope you'll find it useful. So bye for now. See you in the next one.